Welcome to MLC TV News Hour, reaching you live from the city of LOKOJA, the confluent state of Nigeria. I am Joshua Adinoy. The headlines. Governor Yahaya Bello requests relocation of headquarters of Central Naval Command to LOKOJA. Oyo State gets new deputy governor after OLANIYAN'S removal. Biden nominates new U.S. envoy to Nigeria. And Super Falcons' quest for a 10th Women's African Cup of Nations came to a painful exit on Monday. Now the news in detail. Kogi State government has assured of continued support to the Naval Command in the state. Governor Yahaya Bello gave the assurance when the flag officer commanding Central Naval Command, Rear Admiral Idi Abbas, paid him a courtesy visit at the government house, LOKOJA. Governor Bello, who described the NSS Lugard as professional in their conduct, pointed out that their role in ensuring peace in the state has been commendable. He further defined the visit as a sign of comradeship and readiness to serve Kogi State and Nigeria. The governor commended the naval personnel for performing their duties as expected, despite the challenges of their profession. Our reporter has more.
Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello said that the support provided by the Chief of Naval Staff to the Navy has resulted in a drastic reduction in bunkering activities on the waterways. Governor Bello requested the relocation of the headquarters of the Central Naval Command to LOKOJA, given its place in the creation of Nigeria.
All the personnel, from officers to ratings to civilians that are working in the Nigerian Navy, especially in NNS Lugard, have been so wonderful and so professional in their conduct. Help me thank them so much, and we will continue to appreciate them and give the minimum support we can give so that their job can be, delivered well here in Kogi State. I have one request, even though it might be a tall order. But let me just make the request. Probably, even if it is not done, let it be registered probably when we shall come on board. As at an appropriate time, at God's appointed time, we'll make sure that happens. This is Kogi State. This is LOKOJA. This is where Nigeria was consummated in 1914. And this is the first capital of Nigeria. I don't know why the headquarters of the Central Naval Command will not be located here in LOKOJA. It should be located here in LOKOJA. I think we deserve that. So I'm putting this across to the Chief of Naval Staff, to the Navy Council, and to the federal government. Relocate flag officer Central Naval Command headquarters down to Kogi State here. We deserve it.
He wished him well in his tour of the Central Naval Command. Governor Bello prayed to God to grant the security agent a successful, meritorious and memorable service to their fatherland. The flag officer commanding Central Naval Command, Rear Admiral Idi Abbas, said the visit was to express appreciation to the governor for his support to the NNS Lugard in Kogi State in the performance of their duties.
With a view to seeing where we can make some inputs and also take cognizance of some of the challenges that the units have, with a view to trying to solve some within my own purview and those that above me escalate the same. On this note, Your Excellency, I would also want to thank you most sincerely for the support you have been providing to the base in particular. I am aware, I think, sometime when the base was commissioned, I was the command admin officer. We came here and we knew the effort and the support you gave to the base towards its establishment. So we thank you most sincerely for accommodating us and also supporting us in your state, sir.
The governor was joined by top government functionaries to welcome the flag officer commanding Central Naval Command and his entourage. Khadijat Mohammed, reporting for MLC TV.
The Office of Kogi State Auditor General has begun a 2-week training for 100 of its staff under computer application to keep them abreast of the modern techniques in performing their official functions. The Kogi State Auditor General, Yakubu Okala, while declaring the in-house training open at the conference hall of the State Secretariat, LOKOJA, said the effort is aimed at ensuring that the audit staff migrate from the analog ways of writing their reports to the digital age. The Auditor General reiterated the commitment of the present administration in Kogi State to install accountability and transparency in all its financial transactions, hence the desire to embark on the in-house ICT training for all the audit staff in the state civil service. He also admonished them that as civil servants, they should deviate from involving themselves in partisan politics and remain 100% loyal to the government of the day. The chairman of the Kogi State NGOs network, CongoNet, Idris Ozovehe Muraina, has commended the support and partnership enjoyed from the state government. He said the current administration had technically taken cognizance and acted upon their demands on several instances. Most recent of such is the signing up of Kogi State to OGP and VAP law. Muraina gave the commendation during the second annual general meeting held at the New Modern Age Hall, LOKOJA. Our reporter has more.
The theme of the year's annual general meeting AGM is Civil Society Organizations as Social Reformers in Kogi State. They said the civil society space is dynamic and unique with different thematic networks, striving to achieve its set objectives. CongoNet, as the apex umbrella body of the CSOs in Kogi State, is not an exception. Their roles and responsibilities are spent out in the CongoNet Constitution place the body at the apex level of civil society coordination in the state. The chairman, Idris Ozovehe Morena, said the past 2 years has been interesting and difficult at some point, but in summary, they have won by setting out to refocus and restructure the network that was crowned with successful 2021 constitutional review. Annual General Meeting AGM betting the first ever published CongoNet Constitution. Morena listed out some areas of their success.
The network holistic and proactive engagement has led to some members of civil society organizations in Kogi State recommended to represent the interests of civil society in boards, as indicated in the laws that brought them into being. Our engagement style has always been civil, consistent, right-based approach, and that is the hallmark of our achievements. The obvious challenge we are still trying to navigate as the network serving the responsibility of creating an enabling environment for civil society to strive in the state is nothing else but funding for our members. Support and assistance from donor agencies are shrinking. The need to look inward to ensure our continuous existence and carrying out our usual activities cannot be overemphasized. In the light of the above, we have reached out to the state government, having introduced a budget line item to support administrative costs of CSOs in the state as one of the measures to combat the economic effect of COVID-19 since 2020 budget cycle. Our plea is that the state government release such funds to support the onerous task being carried out by Kogi State Civil Society Organization.
He acknowledged the support and partnership enjoyed from the state administration of Yaya Bello that has technically taken cognizance and acted upon their demands in several instances. The most recent of such is the signing of the Kogi State to Open Government Partnership (GOP) and the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act (VAB) law. The Executive Director challenged Parenthood Initiative Eunice Abimbola Agbogu gave an overview of the VIBE law, appealed to the state government to provide financial support for the take-off and implementation.
The key stakeholders that will play an important role in the implementation, they include the key ministry, Ministry of Justice, Ministry of Women Affairs, Ministry of Health, Youth and Sports, civil society, our religious leaders, our traditional rulers, various groups, women groups. These are key stakeholders that will play key role in the implementation stage. And of course the security, the police are also very key. Media also very important because we need a voice. So we are now talking about the implementation stage of this bill, and the government, of course, also have a lot to play because funding is also very important. In order for us to be able to drive this implementation, we need funding. So the place of, having budgets, lined up budgets on gender, issues, and also on this VAB law is also very, very important because money speaks. So once we have the budget, we'll be able to successfully implement this VAB law, which is very, very key and important in this state because it has come to protect all persons, be it man, be it woman, be it the persons with disability, be it children, elderly, all forms of persons now are protected with this law.
The elected executives were inaugurated and charged by the Chairman Election Committee, Stephen Salau. He urged them to deliver in accordance with the Cognate Constitution.
Is that they should build on the achievements of the past ESCO. And coincidentally, the chairman, the re-elected chairman, made some impact, very positive impact, and we are sure that he's going to build on his past achievements, and with the support of those that are with him, Comunal will be taken to the next level.
The re-elected chairman, Idris Morena, promised to deliver.
I think the state should expect us to engage more, and we're going to engage for the interest of the people we serve. For us, we are at the table with government, with international organizations that are operating in Kogi State on behalf of the people at the grassroots. So the people should expect more from us in terms of linkage to ensure the best gets to them at the grassroots, even if they can't make it up there to be at their round table. If we are at their round table, we are already representing their interests, and that's what we've been doing, and we'll continue to do it, and even do more in a more innovative way. We are going to do it this time.
The elected executives will join the re-elected chairman to run their affairs for a tenure of 2 years. Faith Abdul-Ghaffar reporting for MLC TV News.
The Oyo State House of Assembly on Monday approved the appointment of Adebayo Lawal as the new deputy governor, following the removal of Rauf Olaniyan. The approval followed the nomination of Lawal to the lawmakers for consideration by Governor Seyi Makinde as a replacement for Olaniyan. Lawal's nomination is contained in a letter by the governor to the lawmakers, which was presented at the plenary. The Speaker, Adebo Ogundoyin, while reading the letter from the executive, said it was in response to an earlier letter sent by the lawmakers to the governor informing him of the impeachment of Olaniyan. In his remarks, the Speaker put the nomination to a voice vote, which went the ways of the yes. According to him, with the vote, Lawal has been approved as the deputy governor of the state. Before his appointment, Lawal was the chairman of the State Housing Corporation. Lawal, who hails from Kishi in the Irepo local government area of the state, had also served as the state attorney general. The House later adjourned plenary until 21st July 2022. The attention of the State Council of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, NUJ, has been drawn to the unwarranted verbal attack of Idris Miliki on the Kogi State chairperson of NAWOJ over a comment on WhatsApp platform where the two of them are participants. According to evidence shown to the council, Miliki announced his return from Osun State, where he claimed to have monitored the Osun State governorship election on the WhatsApp platform. The Kogi State NAWOJ chairperson responded by welcoming him back and jokingly asked if he bought bread from Osun State. This friendly comment drew the rage of the said Miliki and verbally assaulted the harmless woman on the platform. Miliki also denigrated the union through his uncomplimentary remarks about NAWOJ, which is part and parcel of the Nigerian Union of Journalists. The union therefore believed that this rapid behavior of Idris Miliki should be put to check before he causes the union and its members further embarrassment. All members of NUJ in Kogi State are by this notice directed to boycott any program that has to do with the said Idris Miliki and his conscience for human rights and conflict resolution till further notice. The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board has said that tertiary institutions in Nigeria were unable to conduct the 2021 admission within the time frame due to constraints imposed by the COVID-19 pandemic. This is as the board noted that it would meet with institutions and other agencies to determine the 2022 admission cutoff, among others, on Thursday, 21st July 2022. This was disclosed in the board's weekly bulletin, which was made available to journalists in Abuja. According to the management of the board, the policy meeting, which is to kickstart the 2022 admission process into the nation's tertiary institutions, will be held before the National Tertiary Admissions Performance Merit Awards. The board added that the policy meeting will discuss critical issues emanating from the presentation to be given by the Registrar, Joint Admission and Matriculation Board on the just concluded 2022 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination, direct entry applications, in addition to setting the tone for the 2022-2023 admission exercise. We go on a short break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. On politics, Commandant General of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, Ahmed Abubakar Audi, has applauded personnel of the Corps for what he described as exemplary display of professionalism during the just concluded Oshu gubernatorial election. The CG expressed satisfaction at the level of discipline, gallantry, patriotism, zeal and commitment of staff in ensuring a peaceful and rancor-free environment for the people of Osun State to exercise their franchise. He attributed the peaceful conduct of the election to careful planning, strategic deployment, and professional execution of the operational order of the Corps, and above all, effective synergy with all security agencies, resulting in the peaceful and orderly conduct of the election. He extolled the performance and comportment of his officers and men during the election and charged them to sustain the temple of professionalism, discipline, and integrity showcased in the election. Dr. Audi assured that with the successes recorded in the two elections conducted in Ekiti and Osun State recently, the Corps will not relent but continue to strive to give its best to the nation. While congratulating the personnel, he also reassured them of his commitment to improve their welfare. He posited that the success of the recently conducted elections will be improved upon and lessons learned will be processed to achieve a more success in 2023 general election. The CG encouraged Nigerians in all space to support government's effort in ensuring political and economic stability of the nation, which will impact positively on security of lives and property. He commended the efforts of the DCG operations, Dauda, Mungadi, and other lieutenants deployed to the field for the effective coordination of personnel during the election and guaranteeing a peaceful atmosphere, which culminated in the success of the election. And on crime, Justice Mohammed Sani of the Federal High Court sitting in Ilorin, the Kwara State capital, has convicted a 26-year-old computer engineer, Olabisi Damilola Samuel, and two others for offenses bordering on cybercrime and retention of proceeds of unlawful activities. The two others are Ajayi Opeyemi Olayemi and Timothy Abidemi Olakunle. The Ilorin Zonal Command of the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, EFCC, prosecuted the trio of Olabisi, Ajayi and Timothy on separate charges of which they pleaded guilty. Following their guilty plea, Aliu Adebayo and Andrew Akoja, who prosecuted the cases on behalf of the commission, reviewed the facts of the cases from the bar and tendered the extrajudicial statement of the defendant, phones, laptop recovered from them at the point of arrest, and fraudulent messages printed from their devices which were admitted in evidence. Adebayo and Akoja urged the court to hold that the prosecution had established the essential ingredients of crime against the defendant to warrant their conviction. Justice Sani, in his judgment, found the defendant guilty and sentenced them to various jail terms. On foreign news, United States President Joe Biden has nominated Richard Mills Jr. as the new U.S. ambassador to Nigeria. He replaces Mary Leonard, who was appointed the envoy to Nigeria by President Donald Trump in 2019. A statement published on the White House website said Mills currently serves as the U.S. Deputy Permanent Representative to the United Nations and a career member of the Senior Foreign Service with the rank of Minister Counselor. Prior to his nomination, he served as the U.S. Ambassador to Armenia. He was also Deputy Chief of Mission and then Charge d'Affaires at the U.S. Mission to Canada. The new nominee for the position of the U.S. Ambassador to Nigeria has also served as the Deputy Chief of Mission at the U.S. Embassy in Beirut, Lebanon, and as Deputy Chief of Mission and Charge d'Affaires ad interim at the U.S. Embassy Valletta, Malta. Other assignments include Senior Democracy Advisor at U.S. Embassy, Baghdad, Political Counselor at U.S. Embassy, London, and U.S. Officer at the U.S. Mission to the United Nations. Prior to joining the Foreign Service, Mills was an associate attorney with the firm of Duncan, Allen, and Mitchell in Washington, D.C. Up next is sports. Over to Jonah Malik.
Welcome to Sports Update. 9 Women's Super Falcons' quest to land a 10th Women's African Cup of Nations title came to a painful exit on Monday after the 9-time winner suffered an excruciating 5-4 penalty defeat to the Atlas Lioness at the Prince Maoulay Abdullah Stadium packed with 42,500 fans in Rabat, Morocco. The Falcons were reduced to 9 after Halimatu Ainde and Rashidat Ajibade were both sent off in the second half following a clumsy tackles. The win was the first ever for the Lioness against the defending champion after previously losing 8-0 at the 1998 edition of the WAFCON in Kaduna and 6-0 at the 2000 edition in South Africa to their foes. A first own goal from Yamsin Rabat gave the Falcons the lead in the 62nd minute, but parity was restored when Sana Musade fired in a shot from close range after the Falcons' defense failed to clear their lines, with Chiamaka Nnadozie in goal for the Super Falcons, spilling a cross from the right flank. Ifeoma Ememona then sent her effort straight at goalkeeper Khadijat Elmechi in the ensuring penalty shootout, the only play to miss a kick to hand the hosts their biggest victory in women's football. Morocco will now play South Africa, who edged Zambia in the other last 4 clash in the finals. And that's sports update on MLC TV News. I am Malik Jonah reporting. Back to our caster for more stories.
Thanks for the update, Jonah. And on entertainment news, the Ibira people of Kogi Central of Kogi State have called on the well-meaning Ibiras across the globe to support and promote the cultural heritage of their forefathers. They also said if the well-to-do ignore the people's ways of life, the most celebrated culture will soon go into extinction. The call was made during this year's Echane held in Okene, the heartbeat of Ibira land. Our reporter has more.
According to UNESCO, cultural heritage is the legacy of physical artifacts and intangible attributes of a group or society that are inherited from past generations, maintained in the present and bestowed for the benefit of future generations. As part of human activity, cultural heritage produces tangible representations of the value system, beliefs, traditions, and lifestyle as an essential part of the culture as a whole. Part of Ibira's cultural heritage can be ascribed to festivals, food, fashion, and character of expression. The event, tagged Echanyene, is a typical way of sending signals to the rest across the globe that even women have their ways of life and living. Ibira women will, without asking, be good at cooking delicacies, pounded yam. They are also good at plaiting and weaving until it was largely replaced with visiting and buying food from restaurants, engaging in white-collar jobs instead of weaving, as well as gradually replacing their dressing with borrowed culture and language. To continue to project the Ibira culture, women in their large numbers converge in Okene Coca-Cola Hall to project that which Ibira women are known for. The organizer, producer of Calabash Films and the senior special assistant to the governor on entertainment, Kogi Central, commended the governor for his steadfastness in promoting the entertainment sector, but called on well-to-do Ibiras both at home and in the diaspora to support them to take it beyond just gathering to projecting the beautiful culture of Ibira through satellite televisions to the rest of the world.
The entertainment challenges in the Ibira land is finance as a sponsorship. So, this show is an avenue to let our people know the journey so far, how it went. Not only that, to showcase most of the traditional and the cultural part of the Ibira land, which most of the modern children don't even know much about. So our own aim and challenges now is how can we see a sponsor that will sponsor most of our project. And we thank God the state government has impacted a lot of youth very well in terms of entertainment.
An author of Ibira language books, A.A. Salami, further encouraged parents and teachers to use their role to promote the virtues and values of Ibira at all times.
The problem is not the problem of Ibira. The time the country decided to take history out of the curriculum, that is where we start to have problems. Because if history is part of what we teach in schools, children will know more about their own history. At the primary level, they will be taught the local history of where they come from.
Among other dignitaries who expressed their support and commended the organizers in Ibira language is Mukhtar Bello, who promised to always support the people to promote the good culture and character the Ibiras are known for. In the conservation of the Ibira culture, the group aims to preserve both the tangible and as well as the intangible heritage from generation to generation. Sherifat Onono Mohammed reporting for MLC TV, Okene.
Matthias Ayodeji Peter is standing by.
On our entertainment news, Nigerian singer Portable has made a U-turn by denying being the founder of two criminal gangs that terrorized Lagos residents during the COVID-19 lockdown. Portable had in a now deleted video boasted that he formed the 1 Million Boys and Aja Boys, crime gangs. In a new post shared via his Instagram page, the singer denied being a member of the criminal gangs. This is coming hours after Portable said he was the founder of the two gangs in Lagos. The Nigerian police force immediately released a statement about the singer's claims. The first public relations officer, Olumuyiwa Adejobi, said the Inspector General of Police, Usman Baba, has ordered Lagos State Police Commissioner to investigate Portable's statement. It will be recalled that a few weeks ago, the singer had reported to the police force after his involvement in the assault meted on a young man. Still on our entertainment news from Africa, Nollywood actors Segun Arinze and Fred Amata paid tribute to late actress Ada Ame, who died on Sunday at a hospital in Warri, Delta, at the age of 48. The actors, in separate interviews with the news agency of Nigeria, NAN, in Lagos, described late Ame's death as a huge loss to the entertainment industry. According to them, Ame was a fantastic actress. Arinze said the deceased was a loving actress who would be sorely missed by her fans and colleagues in the industry. He said late Ame spoke about experiencing some mental health problems, but unfortunately nobody took her up on it. He, however, advised his colleagues in the industry to always look after one another to guide against future recurrence of such cases. Also, Amata described the deceased as an honest and upfront fellow who represented the true spirit of Nollywood, from nothing to something. He said Ame's death was a huge loss to the entertainment industry, considering her remarkable contributions. It was reported that Ame was born May 15, 1974 and has spent more than 2 decades in the Nigerian movie industry. She was most notable for her character as Anita in the 1996 movie titled Domitila and as Emu Johnson in the award-winning Nigerian television series The Johnsons. And that's all on entertainment news today. My name is Matthias Ayodeji Peter, reporting for MLC TV.
Thank you, Matthias. Thank you, Matthias. And that's the size of our package for today. Join us tomorrow at this same hour to watch our news as we give you updates on happenings within and across the globe. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Malachite TV. Like and follow our Facebook page, MLC TV, Instagram, MLC TV 2021, Twitter at MLC TV1. For your event coverage, information, contribution, advert and sponsorship, please call any of our numbers displayed on your screen. It's Malachite TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. I am Joshua Adinoy. Please continue to be your brother's keeper to build a united and peaceful society together. Thanks for watching.